The Duchess of Cambridge may be known for her great style, but this young couple know how to perfectly complement one another. Let's take a look at some of William and Kate's best matchy-matchy moments. Who can forget their engagement? In 2010, Kate stepped out in a flattering blue Issa dress, which was perfectly complemented by William's navy blue suit. But it was the engagement ring everyone wanted to get a look at, which previously belonged to William's mother, Princess Diana. Kate's dress sold out within hours, and it's not hard to see why. After the couple wed, they began their work as royals, with their first official overseas tour of Canada and the United States. They showed off a more fun side to the delight of their fans, wearing relaxed shirts and matching white Stetsons. In 2014, the couple toured New Zealand. Getting in the fast lane on a speedboat, the royals looked like two peas in a pod, wrapped up in waterproofs and sunglasses. They even had personalised life jackets. And when they reached the Australian Blue Mountains, they were coordinated in white and blue, with the Duchess wearing a Diane von Furstenberg dress. William and Kate then paid a visit to Ayers Rock. Matching in earthy neutral tones, this dress was from the high street store Hobbs. On safari, they were in sync, in shirts, Ray-Ban sunglasses, and even matching poses. But when they're not enjoying warmer climates, the pair know how to wrap up warm in style. They wore matching bobble hats, proving they can even do functional fashion. And that's not the only sporty look the royal couple can pull off. They don matching jerseys and jeans at the America's World Cup Series. They even had their royal titles printed on the back. Skiing is a family affair for the Cambridges, wrapping up in bright ski attire, with George and Charlotte matching mum and dad. More recently, William and Catherine coordinated a more glamorous look when they visited Pakistan. The Duke chose to wear a traditional sherwani by Pakistani designer Norman Arfin, and Kate chose a sparkling green Jenny Packham gown. They may be British royalty, but William and Kate showed us they were just like the rest of us when they got their hands dirty in the kitchen. William wore a red jumper, matching Kate's Alessandra rich dress. And of course, they completed the look wearing matching aprons.
From school uniforms to red carpet ensembles and everything in between, we've seen Harry's style evolve from young prince to dashing duke. Here are 5 of Prince Harry's fashion must-haves. With endless formal occasions filling up his diary, Prince Harry has had plenty of opportunities to perfect his smart look, and a suit is most certainly his first choice. A navy blue ensemble has become a Prince Harry trademark. He chose the colour for the announcement of his engagement to Meghan Markle in 2017 and for the couple's official engagement photos. It's a popular choice for both the Duke and Duchess, who often head out in matching blue outfits. Seen here dressed head to toe in navy blue at the Royal Albert Hall while enjoying a performance by Cirque du Soleil. Grey is also a solid choice for the Duke. He chose the suit colour for a visit to Sussex in October 2018. The shade is a must for Harry's royal tour wardrobes, wearing the colour in New Zealand in 2018, in Morocco in 2019 and again later in the year in South Africa. Harry's often seen wearing a suit while walking the red carpet, but when mingling with the stars of showbiz, a smart tuxedo is a fashion must. Harry likes to pair jackets with unbuttoned shirts for the ultimate smart casual look. Twinning with his brother while greeting fans in Windsor the day before his wedding in 2018, the prince paired a light grey J. Crew suit jacket with a simple white shirt. For the ultimate casual look, Prince Harry ditches the blazer and mixes up his style with different coloured collared shirts, often in blues and greens. Prince Harry's style has changed over the years, but one thing which has remained the same is his love for bracelets, and one in particular has been a staple in his wardrobe since his school days. Here, an 18-year-old Harry is pictured sporting a beaded bracelet in 2003 as he celebrates the end of his studies at Eton College. He even wears his bracelets to formal occasions, sporting these beaded accessories for the premiere of The Lion King in 2019. In recent years, Prince Harry has toned down the number of bracelets he wears, but he's still never seen without his brown and silver design. It's believed he wears it in tribute to his mum, Princess Diana. Cosy and comfortable, the round neck jumper is a go-to choice for Harry when the weather turns chilly. During a visit to Cardiff Castle in January 2018, the Prince wore this Everlane cashmere crew jumper in royal blue, paired with a white collared shirt. A month later, the Duke opted for a similar jumper when visiting Edinburgh, this time in a darker shade of blue. In March the same year, Prince Harry wore a black jumper for his trip to the Silverstone racecourse, paired with 2 of his other signatures, a white shirt and grey blazer. Just a day later, Harry swapped his black crew for a lighter shade, wearing a taupe sweater with a navy coat to match Meghan while in Birmingham. Military uniform has been part of Harry's wardrobe since the early days. It's no surprise that years later we saw him suiting up for his army training days at Sandhurst. Since then, we've seen him in a range of uniforms to represent different stages of his military career. While undergoing helicopter training at RAF Shawbury, practicality was essential. Here, Prince Harry and Prince William are dressed in flying suits. Military uniform is a must for the annual Trooping the Colour at Buckingham Palace to celebrate the Queen's official birthday. And of course, weddings are the perfect opportunity to showcase full military regalia. Prince Harry wore the uniform of his regiment, the Blues and Royals, for Prince William's wedding back in 2011. Keeping it traditional for his own wedding in 2018, Harry wore the regiment's uniform once again, this time opting for a simple look, choosing a major's uniform rather than that of a general, despite his appointment as Captain General of the Royal Marines by the Queen.
we're shining a spotlight on one of the Duchess of Sussex's most beloved designers, Givenchy. Meghan has been choosing to wear the label since she first joined the royal fold, and it seems as though she picked the designer to wear for some of her most important moments. Let's take a look at Meghan wearing some of the French designer's best looks. One of Meghan's most important outings was an official engagement accompanying the Queen. She chose this elegant cream knee-length Givenchy dress and accessorized with a black belt and black pumps by American designer Sarah Flint. The look was kept modern with a cape silhouette, a slight departure from her usual bateau necklines. And the bag she's holding is also from the French design house. When it came to her first Ascot meeting, Meghan came back to her favourite designer. She chose an ivory button-down dress with handkerchief hemline. Once again, accessorising with the label's black belt. The satin clutch is also from the designer, but this time she teamed the look with Balenciaga heels and a Philip Treacy hat. Another Givenchy monochrome look now, but this time a tailored suit. The two-piece featured a modern crop jacket and sleek straight-leg trousers. She kept the simple look feminine, choosing to wear her hair in loose waves. For her first solo engagement, Meghan looked chic in all black. The dress featured sheer billowing sleeves and a darker panel at the front. The dress was complemented with Aquazzura pumps. Givenchy is famous for its sophisticated style. The French designer has been in the spotlight for decades, famous for dressing Audrey Hepburn and creating her iconic look in Breakfast at Tiffany's. And the Duchess of Sussex is not the first royal to favour the designer. Actress Grace Kelly chose Givenchy when she attended the White House. And the label even created a black coat and veil for the Duchess of Windsor, Wallis Simpson. Decades later, the Duchess of Sussex is showing us why Givenchy is still a go-to brand. When the Duke and Duchess of Sussex attended Princess Eugenie's wedding, Meghan opted for, yes, you guessed it, Givenchy. But this time, she went with a navy blue coat dress. She accessorised with a fascinator hat by Noel Stewart. The Duchess loves to accessorise with Givenchy, be it a belt or a bag, but on this occasion, she put her best foot forward in these stiletto boots. When Meghan made a solo visit in London, she opted for a black caped coat and matching dress with pleated silk skirt. The look was finished off with suede Manolo Blahnik heels. Meghan surprised the fashion world when she stepped out for a gala in a black maxi skirt and white shirt. Both pieces were by the French designer. It was a sophisticated look with a modern twist, proving that simple can be effective. At the British Fashion Awards, Meghan was asked to attend as the guest of honour. She wore a black velvet one-shoulder gown from the label she was there to celebrate. The Duchess was there to hand an award to Claire Waite-Keller, the lady now at the helm of Givenchy and the person who designed Meghan's wedding gown. Yes, we couldn't round up Meghan's best Givenchy moments without mentioning her gorgeous wedding dress. The floor-length gown was a timeless creation that emphasised the iconic codes of the French design house. True to the heritage of the designer, the gown was sleek with a bateau neckline and complemented beautifully with a delicate hand-sewn veil. It is surely an honour to design anyone's wedding dress, but when it comes to creating one for the royal family, which the entire world will see, it has to be extra special. The young royals are not the only fashionistas in the family. Long before they were leading the style stakes, there was Princess Anne.
Princesses only came in certain...
Do you really think that's true? That you were a huge disappointment?
Yes, definitely.
What was disappointing them about you?
Well, I simply wasn't their image of a princess.
Why not?
It was, well, for starters, impractical to go around in life dressed in a long white dress and a crown. But that is, normally speaking, you know, if there is a criticism that you get from children, even some adults, is that, you know, that you're not dressed properly and you don't look like what I expected a princess to be.
We beg to differ, Your Highness. We love that Princess Anne does her own thing and has never been afraid to be individual, and that also means staying true to her style. Let's take a look at some of her best fashion moments. The Princess Royal is a champion when it comes to accessorising and loves wearing a hat to finish off a look. She captured the 70s perfectly in this chic floppy hat with bow detail, and from floppy hats to bobble hats, and wide brim hats with a splash of colour. She's also a huge fan of a silk scarf and has some stunning jewellery in her collection. Anne is a fan of a matching ensemble and has kept this as a staple of her wardrobe. She wore this pale peach two-piece when she announced her engagement to Mark Phillips in 1973. And she's donned a matching trouser suit on more than one official engagement. She dressed up this tweed two-piece with a red scarf and hat with red ribbon detail. As the Queen's daughter, she's used to standing out in a crowd, but she also knows how to do it with some striking colours. There isn't a bold colour she hasn't worn. Through the decades, she's experimented with all the colours of the rainbow and loves an eye-catching outfit. Princess Anne is known for her sporty nature, but she also embraces glamour when she needs to. She's worn some show-stopping looks over the years. She looked stunning in this green floor-length gown with white belt and gloves, and added a black cape-style coat to the look. When she presented an award at the BAFTAs, she wore a powder blue chiffon gown, and this pale yellow gown was perfect with a pearl choker and white gloves. We think she sets a great example, and now she's made royal history by being appointed the first female Captain General of the Royal Marines. It looks like she's going from strength to strength. Not only does she lead the way as a strong female role model, she reflects that in her style as well.
From the halcyon days of black and white film and floral prints to the 4K cameras and delicate pastels of the 21st century, the Queen's wardrobe has been the subject of fascination for decades. In the 1950s, Her Majesty was rocking a style many would be enviable of today. Her wide collars and patterned dresses emulated some of the most iconic film stars of the time. By the 1960s, when bell-bottom jeans and flower power were sweeping the planet, the Queen maintained her decorum, introducing us to an item of clothing with which she would ever be associated: the coat and matching hat. It's a style she maintained throughout the neon colours of the 70s, although she was prepared to show a little more skin. Her Majesty has always favoured muted tones and simple patterns. Her pastel-coloured polka dot and tartan outfits have become synonymous with royal tours and engagements around the world. When the 80s came around, she ditched pattern for pure monotone, with matching hat and coat in a variety of colours. However, Her Majesty has always been prepared to try new things and adopt whatever customs required in her official capacity. Though her tasteful patterns returned in the 90s, the Queen's style had settled on her iconic look. A pair of gloves complete the ensemble she made famous throughout her life.